What's up, fellas? Good to see y'all here tonight on a warmer Tuesday evening. Yeah, it is Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah. Um, Man, it's mighty quiet in here tonight. Imagine that. Uh, as you can see, my co-pilot over here has ejected prematurely. um, and yeah, so he can't make it tonight. He's apparently moving and chasing and putting refrigerators in somewhere for one of his employers, of which he said ordered the wrong refrigerator, didn't measure the hole right. And so he said he's had to move a refrigerator like 3 times a day and he's still working on it. So unfortunately, he said, man, I just can't make it. I said, I get it, man, not a problem. Um, but yeah, listen, um, no, I miss my buddy, man. It's kind of weird with him not being here tonight. So, anywho, we'll get it done and talk about some good stuff. Just wanted to remind you guys coming up April 12th is our spring fly-in in Kinston, North Carolina. And I'm hoping you guys, if you're close by, nearby, can drive, want to drive, hey, if Tim Toutant can drive all the way from Michigan to come down here, there's no excuse for you guys, right? So if you can make it, come on down. We're going to have some great food, good flying, giving away some great prizes, guys. Legend Hobby's always good to us, and we're giving away a beautiful airplane from them. I'll show you that in a minute. We've got stuff from HRB, stuff from Mr. Guy Caputo, Flying Tiger RC, which I will open tonight and show you what it is. We've got stuff from ZoomRC.net. Gosh, what else? A DA70. So yeah, we've always got great sponsorships, and they're always sending us awesome stuff. And like I said, Mr. Guy is in here tonight, showing us the love as always. And I'm gonna unbox his in just a second and show you what he sent us. We're always excited to get stuff from Guy. He always looks out for us, great supporter of the channel, and we really appreciate him. And so, yeah, if you haven't checked out Flying Tiger RC, you need to do it. But it's going to be a great time, guys. Hopefully the winds will die down. We've had so much wind here. I've never seen it this windy in North Carolina for months on end. It's like it's never ending. It was windy today. Supposed to be nice tomorrow. Of course, I'm working tomorrow. And then I think possibly rain Thursday evening, windy Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday may be a decent day. We'll see. Weather guessers can't ever seem to get it right. I can tell you more about what's happening on my phone app than they seem to can, but I don't get paid for that. They do. So anyway, no, Michael, no Harbor Freight airplanes, man. I'm sorry. But we will be giving away the little balsa gliders for the kiddies. So come on down and get yourself one, man. Those are free of charge, and you can throw them all around the parking lot, man. Loads of fun. Remember when those were the only planes we had to throw around? They were great, though, right? Then you had the ones with the wind-up propeller on them. Those were really cool, too. But, yeah, we always try to look out for the kids. And speaking of, we're going to, Guy, man, come on, dude. You're killing me, buddy. You've already shown love with this nice package right here. I appreciate you so much, man. You are so good to us, and we always look forward to having your stuff at our fly-ins, man, because everybody loves it. Such great quality and things like that. So thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, Guy is the man. He's always got good quality stuff made right here in the U.S., guys, by veterans. So no, don't have any new Cadillacs either, Michael. I'm sorry, man. Damn, I'm fresh out. Sorry, gave away the last one. You missed it. But yeah, we've got great airplanes. Like I said, good raffle tickets. We're going to have some of the best barbecue chicken and fixins you will ever eat. The guy cooks on a big pig cooker, and they're fantastic. We also have hamburgers, hot dogs, drinks, water, snacks, desserts. We normally sell out of food, guys. That's the thing about it. Last year in our spring fly-in, it was a direct all-day crosswind. I mean, the flag was stuck straight out across the field. but we sold out of everything. We sold raffle tickets all day. We had a great time, and we did fantastic. And nobody really flew. I mean, because the wind was so bad, but we had a great time. It was a beautiful day despite the wind. Um, and yes, we will have coffee. So see, you're in luck. Winner, winner. All right. We always have coffee. Um, but yeah, with some of the best food you'll eat and just good fellowship. We normally start having our big prize giveaways after around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, somewhere in that region. Um, and we give away door prizes, pilot prizes. We have plaques for the pilots to show you were there and to hang in your trailer or wherever you like. They're really nice. They're about this size. Really nice plaques. And pilot registration, I believe, is $10, if I'm not mistaken. It's either 10 or 15. I can't remember. And I'm normally the one there at the desk taking the money, but it seems like it was 10, if I'm not mistaken. And like I said, you can buy raffle tickets up until time of drawing. But it's a great time, guys. And we have a large crowd. We really have a big turnout. And we're also going to be dropping from a huge airplane about 30 pounds of candy. I think 10 pounds in each drop. So we're going to have that as well. And weather providing, we may do a ping pong ball drop this year where you basically pay for ping pong balls with numbers on them. They put a pin in the center of the runway. And when the plane drops the balls, whoever's ball is closest to the pin wins half the purse and the other half goes to the club. So it's a great thing. I think the guy last year won like $200. So yeah, so that was a total of 400 that we took in on the ping pong ball drop. So and we're giving away prizes all day. Like I said, pilot prizes, things like that. So it's just a really good time. So if the weather's nice and it's sunny, even if the wind's not in our favor, come on out and you'll have a good time and just get to, basically have some good chill time, if nothing else, and eat some good food, get your grub on, that's for sure. So let's open this box here from Guy. And as I said, Guy always sends us super nice stuff. And we're always happy to have him as a sponsor for our fly-ins. Everybody's always excited for that. And like I said, could not ask for a better person, man. So it's always like Christmas, we just appreciate all of our sponsors so much. But most of all, guys, I appreciate you guys for being here each week, because you guys sponsor the channel, whether you believe it or not. Just being here, hanging out with us, shooting the crap, talking airplanes, man, it's what we love to do, I mean, and what else can bring you joy than sitting here talking with a bunch of your friends and just talking airplanes? It's like you're at the field. It's like the same but different, Oh, man, this is sweet. We have, drum roll, Wayne. Oh, he's not here. I was wondering why it's so quiet. We have not one, but two awesome transmitter trays, guys, with the nice neck straps to go with it, all the hardware, everything right there. Let me zoom in on that logo. Got cards in here, guys, stickers. We have two of these, guys. These are super awesome. I've got one myself and I love it. Until you put one on and feel it, you just can't relate. We had a guy at the field last year. Guy sent me one for myself, and he also sent us one for the raffle. And I put my transmitter on it, got it all locked in, and started flying with it. And I was like, man, this is really nice. And so a friend of mine said, well, I've never tried one. Can I try it? I said, yeah. So basically put his radio in it, and he stood there, and he's a pretty big fella. And he put the back support on and everything, and he's flying with it. He said, man, this thing really, it's amazing. You don't think about it, how much support that it gives you and your body without the fatigue of standing there holding your radio. You can actually rest your hands on the hand supports that are padded in here, which are super nice. And they also, everything is adjustable on this thing, to your radio, to your hands, the strap, everything is adjustable to you. And until you put one of these on and put your radio in it, guys, I can't explain to you the feeling of knowing if anything would happen, you're not going to drop your radio either, which is also huge. Like I said, super padded. You see the padding in that, super padded neck and back strap. It comes across your back, your shoulder, so it puts the weight of your radio more or less in the center of your shoulder blades, which is awesome, and not on your neck. And I know some of you guys may say, well, I just wear a neck strap. I did too. I did too until I tried one of these. And I mean, once I tried it and you feel the support and the stability of your hands and everything with that radio, you can't explain it until you try it. These are your hand supports right here, guys, and you can put your padding on that. And these can be also moved on the tray to basically, I'll tell you what, a picture speaks 1,000 words, right? So here we go. All right. So I'm going to show you guys. Let's see which picture I want to show you. All right. So basically, there are the hand supports right there that can be placed where you choose for them to be. And you can see the gentleman down at the bottom here holding his with it on his shoulders. Also, if you come to the back, there is the straps that hook onto this thing from each side, which really balances the tray on you, on your body. I mean, I'm just telling you guys, until you try one, you don't understand it. So when we go to the field, we always let guys try it out. If they want to see what it feels like, look at all the nice hardware that comes with this strap, guys. I mean, carabiners, I mean, locks right into the tray itself on the sides right here. Durable, no sharp corners. Everything's padded, won't mar your radio. You can't beat them, guys. I'm telling you. And you know, if you've never tried it, you really should, just to see what it feels like. So if you're at the field and there's somebody that has one, I'm sure they would let you try it. I know I'd let you try mine and just see what it feels like to you. So, you know, and that's, yeah, EQ, that's EQ saying that's what I love about the tray is to relax my hands on it. Exactly. You can support your hands on it so then your thumbs and everything can move very freely because you can kind of prop your hands on the sides of this padded tray. And it takes a lot of the fatigue and stress off of your neck and puts it all back on your back. And I can't explain it, guys. You got to try one. And until you do, you probably would think I'd never use that. If you ever get one, you won't be without it. So just saying. And yes, precision, guy, that is right. These things are made to precision, man. And the quality of them is just amazing. All aluminum, everything's adjustable, super nice. You need to try it. Jared, what's up, buddy? Man, let me tell you, I'm feeling you with the COVID thing, man, because I've been 2.5 weeks now, I think, total. And I just got back in the gym this morning. And after I left the gym, dude, I was still spent. I am still trying to get my energy back. And I still got a little bit of stuff like in my nose, which I saw somebody posted on your Facebook and said it took them 2 or 3 weeks to get over the mucus crap. I believe it, man, because I'm still got a little bit of it right here. Not too bad. Throat's not hurting at all for over a week and a half now, which is great. But I'm telling you, man, it kicked my butt. And I'm still feeling tired and fatigued. I don't have 100% of my energy back yet. But I went ahead and got back in the gym this morning, starting to lift again, did cardio and stuff this morning. So hopefully it'll get everything back in. Jared said, man, it's kicking my bleep, bleep, bleep. Dude, I'm telling you, man, I feel you. And, you know, people have told me, somebody said, was this first time you've had it? I said, yeah, I went through the whole thing. I'm not a mask wearer. You know, I worked the whole time, never got it, never had a problem with it. And then I finally get it, you know, 2 weeks ago. And yeah, about kicked my butt too. But at the same time, you know, they said, well, I've had it 3 times and, you know, each time you get it, it's not as bad. And I'm thinking, well, I don't want to find out. So Jared, I don't know how many times you've had it, but, you know, I don't know if it gets easier or not. I just took flu medications and Aleve and Tylenol kind of rotating. So, but I do feel 95% right now. Once I get all my energy back, I'll be 100%. So hopefully the next few days is what I'm hoping. Yeah, the weakness is no joke, man. I'm telling you, I felt like I was run over. I slept for like 2 days and hated to swallow because my throat was killing me. So, yeah, what's up, Phil? How you doing, man? Somebody said, where's Wayne? He's right here. Can't you hear him? It's mighty damn quiet in here tonight. No, his boss, ordered a refrigerator. It came in. He took it there, went and put it in. It was the wrong size. She didn't measure right. So then he had to get that one back. He said he's moved 3 refrigerators a day and he was still working on it. So he wasn't going to be able to make it. So unfortunately, yeah, he's not here. So I'm winging it. Yeah. So appreciate it, Michael, man. I'm hanging in there, man, trying to get there day by day. But I just appreciate all you guys for being here tonight, man, and all the support you guys give us each week. We enjoy what we do, just BSing with you guys, hanging out. Sometimes it might not be your fancy, but RC covers a broad range of things, and it is what it is. Some of us don't like 3D. Some of us do. Some of us just like warbirds. Some don't like jets. But you got to include everybody, man, even at the field. Me and Wayne get almost like we want earplugs when the 3D guys are flying. I appreciate what they do. I appreciate the airplanes. But after about 2 minutes of it, I'm done. But there's a whole group of them and all day long. And me and Wayne are like, so I get it. But it's one of those things where it is part of the hobby. You got to appreciate it for what it is. They do something they love. We do something we love. Everybody's got different interests, and it is RC. So, at least we're not talking about trucks and buggies. I don't know. I hadn't done that one yet. I would like to have boats. I think that would be cool. So what I was going to tell you guys, we basically have got everything now for the Old Crow. All the surfaces are on. That's done. I've got all of the wing panels hinged. There was a difference, I think I told you last week, in this plane and this plane. Same frame, but this plane had paper hinges. This one has plastic. I don't know which I hate worse. I mean, at least with paper hinges, you can wick in CA. You got to use epoxy on these, man. So what I did, I got a candle good and hot with about that deep of wax, and I took the end of my hinge part of each hinge and dipped it in the wax. And basically when I put, the epoxy on here, nothing stuck. And then you just take something and rub the wax off and you're all good. So just a little quick tip. You guys may already do that. You can use oil. I also have what's really cool here. This works great too. This is an oil pen, okay? And you guys know I cut hair, so I have to oil my shears. And this has got a brush on the end of it. And if you turn this bottom down here, it pushes oil out on the brush. Well, these are cool because you can also take these particular types of oil pens and brush oil into the hinges. And on the hinge, on both sides, oil and epoxy don't mix. So therefore, nothing sticks. So that's another good method for you. If you need it, there it is. Just throwing it out there. But yeah, I've got all the surfaces on each thing done. And I started today, thanks to Thomas. Thomas sent us all of our high-tech servos. These are the 645 MWs, guys. They're great servos. We got 8 of these for this airplane. I actually got, like I said, lights are installed, as you can see. And I also put silver tape in my lights because I like more reflection, especially in the afternoons. So I put the silver tape that John sent us in there and got my lights in and started today. I've got 2 servos installed on this wing. Started on this one first. Now, I'm going to tell you something about this airplane, or even this one, if you get either one of these. And you guys may run into this on other things as well. But these servos are just slightly too big for the whole front or top to bottom. So I've got from Harbor Freight, of course. These are really great, guys. You got to get a set of these. I love them. They come in different, I guess you would call it coarsenesses and whatever, but it's a whole kit of these files. And these are awesome because they're small, right? So you can get in tight places. This one's got a point on the end in case you need to get in somewhere. This one's got a flat end so you don't poke something. But I've got a whole set of these. There's probably about 10 of these. These are Harbor Freight. And like I said, each one has a different coarseness to it. So what I do is I take these, and at each end of the servo tray, I file where the holes here are. I file a little bit here and I file a little bit here. And then the servo will drop down in where your cord comes out and fall right down in there. but it's not going to unless you take some meat off of that balsa in there, because even on this plane behind me, same thing. I had to do every hole, and I had to make them slightly bigger. I'd say, if I had to guess, I'd say maybe, I don't know, a 30-second off of each end. Just so when you put the cord part in, it pops down in there. You don't want it to be sloppy, but you want it to fit snug. So with doing that, it fit really good. And these files are incredible. Also, another thing I use a lot in what I do are fingernail files. Fingernail files, one side's fine, one side's coarse. And then you've got a square, wider one. As you can tell, I've used this one a lot. These are basically, like I said, different coarsenesses on both sides, but they are flexible to a degree, so you can get around bends and stuff. I use a lot of fingernail files and stuff, but these files right here for wood, they'll take it down pretty quickly and go ahead and get the job done, because they do come in different coarsenesses. And Harbor Freight, man, whole set of them, I mean, a few bucks. And I've got probably about 10 of them, I think. And then one that's round like a chainsaw. So if you need to get in a hole or something and bore that hole out a little bigger or wallow it out, you can. So yeah, those are great. And then, like I said, the oil pen for your hinges and stuff, or wax, either one works good. Guy said $40 at Legend. What are we talking about? The servos? That may be right. Yes, Michael, these right here are very programmable with the high-tech programmer that I have in the closet over here. You can also reverse these servos with the high-tech reverser, which is also your programmer, which works great, because you're going to have to reverse some of these servos for these airplanes, because they typically go in one direction from the factory. And if you'll put them on a high-tech programmer, you can go in there and just hit reverse, and it reverses it. So now everything's great. That would be, I guess, like, you know, I use Y harnesses on a lot of times flaps, ailerons, depending on the airplane, instead of separate channels. So if you do that, you're going to have to reverse those servos. So with the high-tech servo programmer, you can do speeds, everything. If you program a servo for this wing, you can basically duplicate it for that wing just by hitting a button, and you don't have to think about it. You don't have to go in and dial it in or nothing. It'll do it for you. So like I said, you know, those high-tech, I think it's like 80 bucks, well worth the money if you need it one time, because when you need it, you need it. And if you build planes like these a lot, guys, you're going to eventually have to reverse some servos, versus buying a reverser, and then you got to depend on that and put it in the plane. You're better off to reverse the servo, in my opinion. And so that's what I would say do. Ryska, is it your birthday, man? Well, if it is, happy birthday to you, buddy. Yeah, Steve, I'm a little lonesome. My co-pilot bailed on me tonight, man. He had been moving refrigerators all afternoon. It's like the third one he's had to move. So yeah, I'm winging it, actually. No, this is the wing for the Old Crow RV8, and we've been talking about different hinge techniques and putting in servos, things like that, things you're going to have to do. Also, when I run my servos, I try to run everything out of one central location in the center of the wing that's going to come into the plane. And I'll come in here once I get everything done. This is for the lights. I'll run it through this hole as well. But I just put it here so it doesn't fall back down, so I could tie it on to this place right here where the wing attaches to the plane. But I put a zip tie here just to bunch everything up together, another one maybe along here, and then I can feed everything through the plane neatly. And it just makes taking one down so much simpler if everything's together. I also label all of my wires so that I know that this is a flap and this is an aileron. I use painter's tape and wrap it around there. That way there's no question. So when I'm plugging things in, I don't get ailerons and flaps confused and then I got to take the damn thing back apart or whatever. So I like to label my stuff. And sometimes I'll tell you now, you know, on a lot of my airplanes, I use these. These come from Zoom RC, and you guys know what these are. Some people call them servo keepers, whatever you want to call it, or extension keepers. These are great. These right here hold your servo wires together if you make a connection with an extension or something like that. They lock it in place and it won't pull apart, or you can tape them, whichever works. The cool thing I like about these, they come in different colors. So if you want to say have the plane where one side is blue, one side is yellow, left, right, whatever, you know what is what, and you can color code them should you choose. Typically, as I said, I use just a little tiny strip of painter's tape, and I'll go right down the side of this and write with a fine tip pen, you know, left aileron, left flap, whatever. That way there's no confusion. And, you know, I know what I'm doing. And I don't, you know, when I'm hooking a plane up, I want to try to get it right the first time. But a lot of times you got people coming up to you, man, what you working on? What you doing? What is that? What is this for? What is that? Da-da-da-da. And you get off track. And I don't like to be rude to people and go, man, leave me alone until I get this done. That's not who I am. And so I like to answer questions for people. And if, you know, if they want to know, I'll show it to them and tell them. But I'm a very neat freak when it comes to the inside of my airplanes. I do not like a rat's nest of wires. I like everything tucked away, clean, neat, precise. And that way, should I have to take it apart, should I have to pinpoint something that I think may be a potential problem, I can go right to it and say, okay, that's what this is. Let's test it. If that was a problem during flight or I saw something going on the ground, I can check it and everything's neat and clean. I don't have to go, okay, well, what is this? And let's check this one first. Let's make sure what this. I ain't that person, man. I like neat and clean. And yes, I do label, guy. That's what I just said. I like to label everything, man. So there's no question, either color code or label. That's just my OCD kicking in, man, because I got it bad. You know, Wayne sits here and says he doesn't even like to put stickers or decals on. I love detailing. I love customizing. I love painting, airbrushing, all kinds of stuff like that. What's up, Victor? How you doing, buddy? And Wayne despises it. So therefore, I'm the guy that does all his stuff if he wants something customized or painted or whatever. It's just, for me, that's just part of the hobby, man. I love the detail. I love the little tiny tedious stuff. It's kind of a release for me, I guess, or therapy, as you might would say, and I enjoy it. And there's guys that come to the field sometimes don't even have a sticker on the plane. I'm like, man, why didn't you put decals on the plane? Well, I like to maiden it before I put decals on it. Why? Well, in case something happens and it crashes, I ain't got all that time in it. Okay, well, I want mine to look good at least the first time. And if it crashes, it looks damn good coming home in a bucket. I don't know. That's just me, though. I want it to look as damn good as it can for the maiden as it does for every flight. You know, that's just me. I want it to look nice. Yeah, heat shrink wire labels, Ken. That's that engineer brain thinking. Those work really good. I've got a whole ton of heat shrinks in here, too. I just start writing on those and shrink them down. And last week, you know, we showed you guys Wayne's soldering system. There's a newer version of it out now, and I want to get that myself. I think it's like $229 on Amazon. But guys, it's phenomenal. I mean, it'll go up to super high temperatures. It's got your heat gun on it. You can adjust the heat, the flow, the size of the nozzle for the air. It's got different tips for your soldering iron. It's got a cleaning thing for your iron, a holder for each tool. Super nice, and it's all bright lit digital LED display, and it's $229. So that's going to be the next thing that I'd like to get to put in my arsenal of stuff, because if you're going to do this kind of stuff, you're going to have to be soldering, and you got to have the right solder, as Wayne said. And if you're getting into big wire, you know, bigger stuff, then you might need something even more powerful. I'm not going to be doing anything bigger than that, bigger than what we do here. Wayne does all kinds of stuff. He does up to 3/8" stuff for battery terminals on cars and things like that. So, you know, he needs that big Weller that he had, or whatever it was, that industrial, however many watts he said it was. You know, I don't particularly need nothing like that. And if I do, I'll borrow his. But you know, that's the thing. You know, this hobby, you got to have things you need. It's like, if you guys can see my desk right now, I'll show you. Just start picking up stuff. Servo extensions, servo extensions, servo extensions. I mean, I got bags, you know. I mean, it's like, how many can you have? Well, how many do you need? I got all different lengths, man. I got everything from 6" up to 36". I mean, these are also your higher voltage ZoomRC.net. These are great. Marshall makes all of these, and they're fantastic, and you can't beat it, guys. So, and he's always a great supporter of our fly-ins as well. Sends us a lot of stuff. And I'll tell you something else. That's, you know, I'm sure these are things you guys have probably thought of, especially guys who've been doing it longer than I have. But again, I'm a neat freak. I like to keep everything in order. I like to keep things where I can put my hands on them when I need them. So these are super nice boxes that these servos come in, guys. They snap shut. I mean, it ain't Tupperware, but it's close. Okay. They also have little places on them right here where they stack into each other. So if you stack them up, they stack really nice, as you can see, and they don't slip and slide. You know, they really stack nice. These boxes, guys, are great for, like I said, lead extension keepers, your servo Y harnesses, servo extensions, screws, whatever. I mean, they work fantastic for organization. And especially if you guys have an airplane trailer and you got drawers in it, you don't want everything just, you know, slopping around in there. These are great because you can stack them on top of each other. They'll stay in place, or you can stand them up like this in your drawers in a little, maybe like a little plastic basket or something. Keep everything neat, label them on the ends. They will also hang, if you want to hang them on hooks on some pegboard in your trailer. These boxes they're great, guys, and they're free with the servos. So, and you know, with these servos, I've got a whole box right here of all the different parts that come with these servos that you'll never probably need. But should you need them, somebody at the field may need them, you got them. So I keep all the hardware that comes with these in some of these boxes. And I like all 8 of these servos, I'll probably put all the parts in one box and just label it servo parts. Extra screws for the servos, different types of control arms, as you can see, the disc. I mean, I hang on to them, and I'm sure you guys do too, or a lot of you do. But these boxes are great for organization, guys. And even if it's not for airplane stuff, use them in your shop for screws, bolts, things like that. You can see through them. They're fantastic. Don't just toss them. And they're high quality plastic. That's some high quality plastic there, Clark. So yeah, don't toss them out. Keep them. Also, Legend Hobby, along with the servos, sent us some really cool stuff. I haven't seen these yet. These are actually laser cut basswood servo boxes, guys. And I'll show you in case you guys ever need something like this. That's like Wayne says, come on, Ken and Barbie Cam. There we go. All right. So there is what these are. And you put them together and UCA, and you've got a nice servo box. There's this one. And then we also, Thomas sent us several of these, which are a little bit different. If you can get on that one. There we go. Yeah. There you go. So that's a little bit different. That's got your angles on it. So yeah, and these are all laser cut with the Legend Hobby logo on it. And should you guys ever need any servo boxes or anything like that, he's got them now. These can be used also for your drop tanks if you want to install the release mechanisms on your planes. There's your servo boxes for your release mechanism. See you, Guy. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, buddy. Love you, man. Take care. And appreciate these trays, man. We can't wait to raffle these off. Everybody will be very excited. So thank you. So yeah, I don't know what these are selling for on the site, but they're awesome. And there have been times when I needed a servo box a few weeks ago when I was working on Bill's amphibious plane up here. I had to make it myself. This would have been great to have had then. But yeah, super nice. And these are basswood and all laser cut, guys. So, you know, what's up, Dan? How you doing, man? Good to see you here tonight. So yeah, check those out as well. But they're always coming up with new stuff at Legend, man. And Thomas is a great guy to deal with. Great customer service. And again, I'm not sitting here just blowing smoke up you guys' butt. This guy works nonstop, and he is always trying to make things better. And so, if a plane's not even right when it comes in, no, this isn't what we want. Get it right. I'm gonna also show you guys now the plane we're going to be giving away at our fly-in. I might have shown you this last week, but I'm going to show it to you tonight. This is it right here, the Maxi Lift Utility Aircraft Seagull model, guys. This is a beautiful airplane. This is on their website now. I think these just came in on the latest container as well. 88-inch airplane, guys. You see the price tag on it. And we're going to be giving one of these away at our fly-in. Ken, stay home. Do not attend the fly-in on the 12th of April, Ken, because if anybody will win, it will be Ken, and he'll buy one ticket. So no, Ken's got a horseshoe somewhere. I don't know where, but he should be playing the lottery seriously, because it's crazy. As you guys can see, this airplane is super nice. You can go through the pictures on their website if you choose to. But yeah, and it's going to fly great, guys, because it's a high wing plane. It's got air-filled rubber tires on it. You can go electric. It comes with the electric conversion. Or you can go gas, whichever suits your fancy. So we're giving this away, guys, at our fly-in, and all you have to do is get your servos and decide your power setup and put it in it, and you'll be ready to go. So again, we really appreciate Thomas, and normally he sends us shirts and all kinds of cups and stuff, man, and we give away a bunch of stuff at our fly-ins because he's so good to us, and we just really appreciate him. So if this is a plane you think you guys might like, get over to Legend Hobby and get you one, because these planes will not last long. I think they sold out last time, and they just got another shipment in. So yeah, these will not last long. And I'm going to show you too, this particular airplane. This is absolutely stunning. This is one me and a friend were talking about tonight. I would not even mind having. I would do it electric just because it's twin engine. But God, this I'm telling you, this is a beautiful, beautiful airplane. Look at that. This is a pre-order. Okay, you have to pre-order this plane. I think when they come in, it'll be sometime probably I'd say in the April 1st of May. I'm not sure quite yet. Don't quote me on that. But this is beautiful. And and my friend, who is a real pilot, he said today that those airplanes flew incredibly well. So I'm sure this plane will fly great. It's got the fuel tank pods on the wings, got lights. Just a gorgeous airplane, guys. So if you get a chance, and that's something you like, that is a pre-order, you best get on it because it ain't going to last long. And that is a 81-inch wingspan. So pretty nice size. I think I've got one other picture of it in here as well. Yeah, here's another picture. This is a good picture of it here too. I'll show you. Check that out. Isn't that pretty? That's a Seagull model 81-inch Cessna 310, guys, and she is gorgeous. Love the retracts. Love everything on that airplane. That airplane would be really cool scaled out on the inside with the cockpit. Do it like I did in my Cessna, put a little luggage in the back, a little carpet, a little shag wagon. So yeah, Jared, that's right, man. Top Flight had one, and that's why I say everybody says that airframe flies incredibly well. So yeah, that's going to be, I think that plane will be a sellout. I really do, because it's just a beautiful, it'll present so well in the see you, John. Thank you for coming, buddy. Appreciate everything you do for us. I think it'll sell out. I really do. Just because it's got to be such a looker in the air. I think it's going to draw a crowd. Everybody will like looking at that plane, watching it fly. It's a nice size airplane, easily taken apart for transport. And whether you decide to go gas or electric, if I had it, I would go electric on it because it's twin engine or twin motor, as it would be in that case. And I get Wayne to, get me some stats on that, and we'd have her humming, that's for sure. But yeah, like I said, super nice airplane, and I think it's going to sell out quickly. So if you guys are interested, you need to get over there and pre-order it, because once they're gone for a little while. You know how that works. I don't know when they'll get another shipment. So good airframe, good flying plane, and it'll definitely be a stunner at the field. And then do the inside, 3D printed and everything where you can see inside of it. I think it would look good too, though, with tinted windows. I think that would look nice to leave the windshield clear, maybe tint the back ones, but it would also be a cool FPV plane because of all the glass. I think it would be a beautiful plane to do FPV in. So yeah, Keith, yeah, rub it in, buddy. 72 degrees, no wind. Yeah, well, what planet are you on? Because where I'm living, buddy, we can't seem to get away from wind. And we did get up in the 60s today. Tomorrow's supposed to be in the 70s. It was 38 when I went to the gym this morning, but it got up to the nice, I'd say higher 60s. Supposed to be into the 70s here tomorrow. We've got pollen falling too. I saw somebody else mention pollen earlier. And yeah, there was pollen on my truck this past weekend. So the Bradford pear trees are in full bloom. The leaves are starting to come out of them now. So pollen's popping. I sprayed my yard with poison for weeds this weekend, cut the grass on Friday. So, but man, it's like we get all 4 seasons in 24 hours. We go from 75 to 30 to sleet and snow to 60 and rain and then back up to 80. I mean, it's like, man, I'm just, I just want the wind to quit blowing. At this point, I'll take a sunny day at 50 on the field with no wind. We've not had that. We cannot seem to get a day where there's no wind. And I'm not kidding you. Some of the guys that are retired, of course, said they may go fly tomorrow. Tomorrow's probably going to be nice. But, those of us at work, Kenny, F you, buddy. Guys at work like me, we can't get out there and fly with the seniors. I mean, I guess I'm a senior, but I'm working still. So, but yeah, they sent out a text, said they'd be out there tomorrow more than likely. But Saturday's supposed to be good temperatures, but they're calling for windy. And I don't mind a wind if it's coming straight down the runway, but I don't do crosswinds, man. They just, and especially the ones that just come up out of nowhere. I don't like it. So yeah, I'm not going to risk my nice airplanes or planes that Thomas has sent us on a maybe or a what if. I want it to do what it's supposed to, like it's supposed to, in the right conditions. And if my planes, yeah, I'd probably get out there and fly with the stuff that I've bought myself. The stuff that he's sent us and things like that, man, I try to, pick and choose when I fly it. So, yeah, we got a lot to do. We've got to get the Old Crow finished. We got to get the RV8 broke in because that was ready other than the prop being put on it and broke in. The T-28's up here. It's got to be broke in and flown. I've got the big Hanger 9 Beaver that I bought from Mr. Ken Wade. That's absolutely beautiful. He never even broke in the engine. I do have that one broke in. It's got all 3D scale cockpits. The doors open. It's got upholstered doors, upholstered seats, carpet on the floor. The yokes are made into the carpet. I got this plane looking good, guys. I mean, it is right. So I'm excited about that. I want to get that one flown. So yeah, yeah, planes don't care if it's windy much. I do though. I trust my skills, but not with crazy crosswinds at 24 miles an hour. I'm just not going to do it. Steve, I am about an hour and 15 minutes from Raleigh. Yeah, I can be. Raleigh is west of us, about an hour and 15 minutes, depending on what part of Raleigh you're in. My son actually lives in Raleigh, and I can be at his place right by Crabtree Valley Mall in about an hour and 15 or 20 minutes, depending on traffic. So why, you going to come see me? You in Raleigh? You bringing the wife? You bringing the missus? Come on, man. Come on, let's do it. You need to come to our fly-in. I'm serious. Come on down here, man. You ain't that far away. Yeah, bring the beautiful Miss Denise and come on down here, man. We'll make her feel real special. You, I don't know. No, we'll show both of you some great Southern hospitality. You New Yorkers don't know what that's about, do you? But yeah, I think Jay was joking with us. Jay from Jay's RC Garage said he might actually come down here. I would die if he rolled up down here, but you never know knowing him. He did go to Texas, And you might be moving there. Really? Oh, well, man, that would be killer, dude. That would be cool, man. We could definitely hang out. That would be awesome. Keep me posted. Let me know, man. We show you around. Yeah. And like I said, it's all interstate from here to Raleigh. So it's a simple drive. Um, so yeah, man, definitely. Definitely. Let me know if you do that. And I'll go to Raleigh, show you around, introduce you to my son, show you the best places to eat and things like that, man. Raleigh's beautiful, man. It's a nice kind of, they say it's in the foothills of North Carolina because it's a little bit hilly and everything there. So it's really a pretty place. And the shopping, don't tell the wife, the shopping's awesome. They got about anything you want in Raleigh. They got 2 hobby shops, man. They've got Raleigh Hobby and Hangar 18. So you'd feel right at home there. And Brian over at Hangar 18 is one of our good friends. He's a sponsor of our fly-ins as well. And so, yeah, I can hook you up, man. Just need to let me know when. I look forward to that. Wayne will be tripping on that when I tell him y'all might move to Raleigh, man. That'd be awesome. So, yeah. Jared said it's 3.5. Yeah, Jared's in the mountains, which is also beautiful. If you move to Raleigh, you definitely got to go to the mountains of North Carolina, man. There's some beautiful places there. Grandfather Mountain, Maggie Valley, Table Rock. God, I mean, I've been Linville Caverns. I mean, beautiful places all around there, man. Lowen Rock is a beautiful, beautiful community, and more of a, I call it a ritzy kind of a hoity-toity town, you know. Yeah. Killer said, "Oh yeah, there are like 20 clubs around there too." Well, so what part of Raleigh do you know? And hey, I think you'll like the weather better here than you do up north. I'm just saying, man. I don't know how you guys do it living from Virginia on. You couldn't pay me enough money. I mean, there's no way. And to live in Michigan or Buffalo, no, you'd be putting me in purgatory. I love being outside too much. I couldn't do it. You will love NC, not much snow. We moved from New York years ago, and I don't miss it at all. Exactly, Jay. That's right. I wouldn't miss it either, brother. I'm gonna go and tell you, I couldn't do it. There's no amount of money. You couldn't put me in a house. You couldn't give me. I couldn't live like that, man. I'm outside. What 9 months out of the year, happy. The other 3 months are, I just don't like the cold. I don't like to be cold. And I say cold, we're talking maybe the coldest day, 25 to 30, give or take. And that don't last long, but I just do not like cold. Give me 80 year round. I'm happy, man. So Maggie Valley is beautiful. I've been there. It's a beautiful place. 75 and no wind in Buffalo. Yeah. Uh-huh. How often does that happen though is the question. Yeah, Raleigh downtown has got some nice places. You got museums down there, a lot of free stuff to do in Raleigh, beautiful sights to see, a lot of walking. So yeah, it really is. Raleigh is pretty, man. It's just the traffic there for me again is the main thing, and it depends on where you are, and once you get used to it, I guess you're used to it. But it's crazy when it's bumper to bumper or interstate's got a wreck and you got to divert. It's just, I don't like it. But yeah, I go there and see my son and hang out with him, and we go to this one awesome place and eat. It's called Lola's. It's indoors and outdoors. You can sit in or out, and it's right down the main downtown area. And they got some of the best Mexican food you'll ever eat, man. Good drinks. The owner's a super nice guy. He's an MMA referee. Awesome place to eat, man. I love the atmosphere, great crowd. So yeah, it's really nice. So you were in Raleigh for a conference. Well, man, you need to bring your butt down here to our fly-in the spring, man. Come on now. You've had every excuse under the sun so far. Come on down here and hang out with us. You made it here when your brother went to the beach. Come down here and hang out with us for a fly-in. Bring that new plane you got, man. Fly that P-47. We're ready to see it. Let's get her done. Come on now. You got to kick this COVID and come on. But yeah, Wayne and I, we just keep saying, man, the planes just keep backing up and we can't get weather. We just can't get a good day of no wind, or even, I don't care if I'll take a headwind, but when it's cross, and it seems to be cross every time we want to fly, just like Saturday. It's supposed to be coming out of the west. Well, west at our field is cross. So I may go Saturday just to sit there and go, just to say I've been something, man. Yeah, CVO, come on, man. Come hang out with us, buddy. Let's see, 2 hours from Raleigh. Yeah, Phil Camp said he might actually come. Now, that will trip me out because he's a good ways away. He said he may actually come and hang out with us, so that'll be cool to get to see Phil. Wayne met him in Texas last year, and so yeah, Lola. You know Lola's. Lola's is great, man. I'm telling you, good food, good atmosphere, everything. It's awesome. And it's nice in the evenings, man, when it's nice outside. People are outside hanging out. They got outdoor tables, or they got a bar inside. You can get good food, good drinks. Yeah. And the scenery's not bad. I mean, it's a cool place, man. My son turned me on to that. We've been there a few times and really like it. But yeah, CBO, if you can come, man, come on, just let us know, buddy. We'll tell you where to stay and everything. Bring a camper. We got primitive camping, man. We got hookups for your campers. We got lights all the way down the line, electricity, everything. So yeah. The pit, I haven't been there yet. I have to ask my son to carry me to the pit. Let's see. iPads have a weather app that has an active wind map. Yeah, I mean, I've got Airmora, and that is really cool. That app is awesome because it shows our field, and it also shows the wind direction across our field, and you can tell what friends are there or what they're doing. I mean, so it's really cool, and it's only like $15 a year, and it's really cool because it'll tell you about any RC field anywhere in your area or wherever you want to look. It'll tell you about them, and it'll show you the field in satellite view or your analog view, and you can zoom in on it and look all around. It's really cool. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I'm over wind, buddy. So you're in Charlotte then, Jay? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, Charlotte's only about what 3.5, 4 hours from here. Yeah, we've had some good sunny days, man. It's just the wind, and that's the problem. We just can't get a day without crosswind. And like I said, I don't mind the headwind, especially for flying my jets. I don't mind that at all. It's the damn direct crosswind coming straight across runway. And as big as our building is, where we have our club, as big as it is, and the roof on it, you get a lot of the wind coming down doing this. If it's coming from your back, it has what they call, Yetis or eddies or whatever. But the wind comes off the top of the building and also gives you turbulence when you come by it to land. And then as soon as you get by it, you get a side wind. So it's just like, I mean, why risk a nice airplane? I'm not going to do that just to say I got out here and flew. That's just not my thing. So yeah, man, Jared, I know y'all been having some storms, man, because y'all get them before we do. And normally the mountains bust them up a little bit before they get here. So they like, what was it, last Saturday night, I think, or Sunday, they were calling for some pretty bad storms here. But by the time they got to us, they kind of fizzled out to nothing. I mean, we barely got a little bit of rain, and the wind, it was gusty, but it won't 45 to 60 mile an hour winds like they said it was going to be, which I was feeling very blessed. I was happy. I was not complaining. But yeah, again, Sunday was overcast, colder, cloudy. Every time we have a front come through like that, it gets cold, and then it takes it 2 or 3 days to get back warm again. And that's what I hate. Yeah, Steve said, I love my wind. My favorite thing is flying in 70 mile per hour. Yeah, maybe a kite if you're lucky. I don't like it, man. And like I said, it might be different if we had, a field that had a runway going this way and one crossing it like, a normal airport. But how many RC facilities are set up that way? I mean, that's almost like heaven, when you got 2 different runways coming from different directions, because then you can fly with the winds in different directions. So yeah, I know I've seen you fly in the wind, and I've seen you put them back together and everything else. You're pretty intuitive when it comes to that kind of stuff, but it's probably really Denise is doing it. She's just putting you on tape. I know how it works. um, I actually wore my Killer Plane shirt and my hoodie the other day, man. Love it. Love my Killer Plane stuff. Um, yeah. And yeah, send us a shirt, man. We'll raffle it off, man. We love to do that. Everybody loves your stuff. When I wear it out to the field, they're like, oh, I know who that is. Yeah. You see my hoodie that's been signed. You don't have one of these. um, but yeah, man, I love my t-shirt, buddy. That airplane with a angry face on it, that is too damn cool, man. Um, but everybody knows it when they see it at the field. They know who that is because that is the coolest logo. Um, yeah, see, Dan, everybody can't be as lucky as you, man. I knew if I said that, somebody would chime in. And sure enough, there he is. Mr. Dan Zimmerman has the awesome field with 2 runways. Can't get any better than that, right? We actually had a plane went down here in Greenville. What was it? Friday morning. Small Beechcraft Bonanza. Took out 2 people, man and his wife. Big in the community. Really sad. Still not really sure what happened. He got in a cloud bank as soon as he took off. There may have been some disorientation there. Tried to turn around, come back to the airport, and it lawn darted. And according to my friend, you couldn't even tell it had an engine. I mean, there was nothing but one little tailpiece of the plane left. And if you know what a Beechcraft Bonanza is, they're not massive airplanes. Maybe room for 2 in the front and, what they call club seating in the back. So, yeah. Jared, thank you for coming, man. I hope you get feeling better soon. You can hear my nasal crap still and cough. Yeah, man, I'm ready for this crap to be gone. So keep taking care of yourself, man. Hydrate, brother. And eat. I've been eating a lot of fruit, man, just for all the good stuff in it. So take care, man. And I hope you feel up to par soon. It's going to possibly take a little while, but I don't think you're my age yet. And the older we get, I think things hit us harder. I don't know. But I'm getting ready to get out of here too, fellas. It's almost that time of night. And again, guys, thank all of you for being here. Sorry Wayne couldn't make it tonight. Hope I hadn't bored you too much. Just been having a good time talking with you guys. And I hope everything will be back normal next week. Hopefully Wayne won't have to chase down or move any more refrigerators. And he'll be sitting back here in the co-pilot seat with me, and I won't be winging it. So with that, guys, I hope y'all all have a great, safe week. Maybe get some flying in wherever you are. Maybe this weekend, fingers crossed, Saturday or Sunday, I may try to get some in. But yeah, be safe, take care, have a great week, and we will see you next week. Bye.